to do that. No?
Yeah. That is the best time we get it amongst us.
Yeah. Achha, bye.
Yes, Satya, everyone.
Jai Satya. Okay.
Jai
Keshavanandji, could you do three mantra, please? Keshav, please follow.
Yeah.
Namo Vitraga.
Namo Vitraga.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo Vajjayanam.
Namo Vajjayanam.
Namo Loye Sava Sahunam.
Namo Loe Savva Sahunam.
Aiso Panchana Mukkaro.
Eso Panchana Mukkaro.
Sava Pavapanasanu.
Sabba Pavapanasano.
Manglalam cha Savvesim.
Mangalanam cha Savvesim.
Paramam Havai Mangalam.
Parmam Havai Mangalam.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand. Mahatma, just welcome to the English Satsang of Vitrag Vignan. Okay. Kashyapa, you have a question?
Yes, I have a question. Can I ask Pad or not ask Pad? What is
So then, again?
Should I ask regarding Pad or should I not ask?
If you have other question, it'll be better. Na? Pad, you can come in
Okay,
the
I have a
next
question. I have a question. In today's Dadaji Satsang, Dadaji said about Vikalp. Vikalp, it is in the English, you know the Vikalp?
Vikalp.
Vikalp, yes.
Okay.
Vikalp in English is said, the belief that I am Chandubai and all the relative I-ness that stems from it. So false belief of notion of I am this. So he said that even that I am Shuddhatma is also Vikalp. If I got it correctly. So can you tell if it is correct and if it is, please explain more on that.
Shuddhatma is also Vikalp.
Yeah, I am. Who Shuddhatma Vikalp is also Vikalp.
Do you feel anywhere Dada has said like that? Shuddhatma is also a Vikalp. Deepak Anandji?
Yeah, actually what Dada has said, that against I am Dr. Kashyap, Dada has given I am pure soul as Shuddha Vikalp. That is right alternative.
Right, Walter.
And it works as a counterweight until you get away with your worldly problems or worldly accounts. And once you're done with it, then that same state takes you to your nature as pure soul. So in the transitory intermediate state, what Dada has specified as Antaratma Dasa, in that journey, it acts as Shuddha Vikalp, as counterweight against I am name bearer.
Okay.
And same thing for Dada Bhagwan. So Dada Bhagwan, what he has said, for you it is Shuddha Vikalp, but for me, I am in that state of experience, knower seer state, Jnata Drashta state. But you have to pass through this whole process of cleansing your relative transactions, worldly transactions, as obligations what you have to fulfill them. And once they are settled amicably, then the same Vikalp turns out into your experience.
So,
because you are done with that relational transactions.
so the word should means pure. So should
Correct.
atma. So
All right. Instead, against wrong belief, this right belief is given.
So why the word pure is used? What is the significance?
Right, because it takes you to the pure side. It is our internal journey to become and be as pure soul, who we are.
Means it is stressing the need for purifying the
Yes, because it does two jobs. It has to work, two jobs to do. One, to perceive things as it is, and second, to correct all the lapses or all the mistakes which are still there on the body self side.
So I read somewhere that it shows that the soul is always pure. It reminds us that
Yes, but which soul is pure?
the original soul.
The perpetual elemental soul is pure all the time.
Yeah.
It has never got bad, it never got impure, it has never become impure. But that I state has become impure due to wrong belief, due to ignorance, due to self-ignorance.
So to remind of the purity and to bring purity to the vyavahari, to the interactions in worldly life, that is why it has been coined pure.
Correct, true.
Okay, I will ask more questions. I think other people have come. So,
Okay. Now, before we go to other question, what is the real meaning of Vikalp? Is it resolution? Is it thinking?
No, hold on. I'll show you 1 minute.
alternative, it says.
Alternate. Hold on.
It
This
must
is what
be
it means.
Agnan Dasha.
No. This Vikalp means doubt, suspicion, indecision, alternative, option, contrary.
Thought.
So it is like we have been given right option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shuddhatma, right option.
That is why Shuddh word comes here.
Shudhdh
now.
Viklap.
Okay.
Shudhdh Viklap. Yeah.
It is very interesting, if we really go into it, then we come to know how meticulously Dada Bhagwan has guided us to get away with our relative weaknesses, relative flaws, and then how you surpass that and get into the real side. What a wonderful process of
Yeah,
self-cleansing.
Hmm.
The word,
Otherwise,
yes, please.
No, go ahead.
The word pure, it also is in Charanvidhi, Shuddha Buddha. So that also I wanted to ask. The pure means when we say Charanvidhi, when we recite Charanvidhi, we are saying about the Shuddh and the Buddha. So that also I wanted to ask.
Shuddhatma. In Charanvidhi, in which sentence?
No, the first Dada Bhagwan quotes No Tripal Namaskar Namaskar Nirvikari Sahajanandi Anant Gyani Anant Darshit Trilokya Prakashak Shuddha Buddha Chaitanya Gansarup. So Shuddha Buddha.
Yeah. Because the soul itself, the Shuddhatma is always pure. It is always pure Shuddh. That is why the Shuddh comes. Because Shuddh word itself explains that you are a real Shuddhatma. Shuddhatma, that is the pure soul. You cannot, it cannot be with your intellectual, you can think or see it. You have to experience that Shuddhatma. That is, and it is pure, transparent. That is why it comes the Shuddh word. Shuddh means 100% transparent, pure Shuddhatma.
And what about Buddha?
Shuddha Buddha. Buddha means it gives a intellectual explanation. Buddha means Shuddha Buddha. Buddha means we can Deepakanandji say that it explains to the ultimate.
It gives the right insight.
Right inside. Yeah.
And
that's
actually speaking, this portion, what we are reciting every day, that was taken from the prayer which was given by Srimad Rajchandraji. And the person who designed or developed this vidhi had the background, because they all came to Dada, and Dada initially had given some of the some of the phrases of Srimad Rajchandraji for their self-reflection.
self-reflection.
For 3 to 4 months or maybe 6 months, they will say, what was that? Sajatma Sarup Param Guru, like that. And they would say, Dada would say, keep reciting this in all your free time. And afterwards, after a few months, maybe a few weeks or certain time, it was taken more time also. And then Dada used to bless the person with Gnan.
So the Charan Vidhi, as I understand, it is saying Dada Bhagwan, Namaskar, salutations to Dada Bhagwan. It is so this one word, if we understand properly first, then we can understand better other things. So Dada Bhagwan, salutations to Dada Bhagwan means what?
When you salute someone, you accept their obedience. You express your obedience to the person. This SIR means what?
SIR?
Sir means what?
Full form? No, I don't.
No, I want to recall. Subservient, I remain, or something like that.
Okay.
That's what it means. So saluting someone means you offer your obedience to the person.
So this is to the manifested Dada Bhagwan within us, or within the Gani Purush.
That's true, because Dada Bhagwan is manifestation of that same enlightened state. That was his state of experience. That's why.
So in connection with this, that the Buddha is how it is describing Dada Bhagwan. I want to understand more.
It gives you the right explanation, right understanding of Dada Bhagwan's state.
Both, but
like how Buddham Sharanam Gacchami.
Yeah. So, but
that is right understanding.
So, but what I saying is both is how it is connected with soul or Dada Bhagwan.
Because in the relative world, in the world, Buddhi is the only source of knowledge, we can say, or right understanding, with which person progresses.
For the relative, right?
Yes.
So, but this all other adjectives are connected with the absolute, right? If we see
Correct.
that.
Correct.
Is it not? So there is no connection.
So it is like right intellect, you can say. I told you, once again, I remind you that this has been devised and picked from Srimad Rajchandraji prayer. So like inadvertently it has come into this prayer. And Dada never tempered this because it was going on. So instead of dissecting, I believe we must go further. Do you understand?
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, sticking on to this word, Buddh.
Yes.
Do you understand? That way.
Okay, so just
there is no explanation. There are many things which cannot be explained because it has come, because it was prepared by someone who had followed Srimad Rajchandraji for a long time, and that's how it came to Dada. Said, okay, fine, go ahead. That's how it has happened. Huh?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice. Okay, there's a question from Kanubai. Then we'll take Shitalben.
Jai Sachidanand, Deepakanandji and
It's
Keshavanandji.
Jai Sachidanand. Jai Sachidanand.
So I am just a beginner, and my question is for someone like me, where should one start this learning process about the spiritual science to get a basic foundation? Because this is a vast learning, and so what I would compare that to is being suddenly thrown into, say, standard 12 instead of coming into the kindergarten. So how do I cope with that or start the learning process?
It's very
And I'm very fortunate that I get to see our good Taruban every morning, most of the mornings, and she shares some pearls of wisdoms with me, but I think I'll look to your guidance for where to start.
wonderful, wonderful. Actually, the day you come in contact with any Mahatma of Dada Bhagwan, I feel you have directly reached to the 12th standard, because they all Mahatmas who have got the Jnana from Dada Bhagwan, the Samket, which is the ultimate solution for the moksha, and that stage of mind every Mahatma is passing through. And when you sit with him, he will explain you, or his presence also will work so nicely that you will feel you are in the 12th standard, not in the kindergarten. Because this science is the ultimate understanding towards the how to live in the life, and who we are, who I am, to find it out. It's the ultimate place where from you can get everything to the full stop, not in the karma process. So here you get it, all solution, whatever question you have in your mind. What is life? How to live in the life? Why we have come together with each other? What are the relations? How this world is moving? How Vyavastha Shakti is working? All the questions, whatever you have in your mind, you get the solution from this Vignan. Because Dada got the complete Keval Jnana in 1958. So from that day, he started giving the whole science to the whole world. And we are very fortunate people on this earth who got the solution from Dada Bhagwan. And once you come in acquaintance with any Mahatma on this earth who has got the Samkit Jnana from Dada Bhagwan, you have reached in the 12th standard. You don't feel that you are in a kindergarten. As soon as you will ask the questions regarding the whole science of Akram Vignan, slowly you will come to know what is the depth of this science. This science is working like not only on the one-sided that you have to go by the spirituality, but this gives you the understanding how to do the vyavhar, how to behave, how to have a relation in your home, how to behave with your wife, how to take care of the children, how to settle all conflicts in your home. It gives each and every understanding towards the life. In short way, Dada said that this science gives you a great understanding regarding how to live in the life, how to live in the home, how to live, how to behave with your neighbor, how to behave with everybody, whether you are in the office or you are in the business. This science is applicable everywhere, not a single one place that like you have to just close your eyes and do some prayers and slowly you will get the ultimate solution. It's not like that. It is an understanding towards each and every section of your life. So if you have any questions regarding anything regarding this science, slowly when you will hear from Taruben or from Mahatmas or from Aptaputras, slowly you will get all the knowledge of Dada Bhagwan, which Dada Bhagwan has taught us, given us the ultimate understanding towards Akram Vignan. The whole thing will come to you. Only you should have an open mind to understand and accept the truth of life, which Dada Bhagwan has given to us.
But also, Keshavanandji, what should he be doing or studying or or reading or something that enhances? What is that?
Yeah, yeah. There are a lot of things. There are little small prayers to start with. Again, there is a Aptavani also in English. So if you understand Gujarati, well and good. If you don't follow Gujarati, or you feel difficult to understand this science, it is also given in Aptavani 1, which is in English. If you can read it slowly and with a great understanding, then you have some questions on the each and every situation which is coming in Aptavani 1. So you will have an understanding. Whatever question you have, you can ask, and then you will get ultimately the real science of Dada Bhagwan.
So where do I find that? Is it online or the Aptavani one?
Yeah.
Is it a book or?
It's a Aptavani book. You can get it.
I have one, and also Aptavani one is also on internet. I can send it to you.
Okay, thank you.
Very good.
Would you prefer Gujarati or English, Kanuba?
No, English. I speak Gujarati, but I was born out of India, so I never studied Gujarati.
So, okay, you can translate into Swahili then.
In my next life, maybe. I also have a follow-up question. Deepakanandji, a couple of Saturdays ago, you had given a good example about when a boy and a girl meet, and then you had given an example where the boy sees many girls and vice versa, and then you come across one that is the right one. So when that match happens, you would think that life would be straightforward, but then along the way there are fireworks in that match. So what happens there?
What a wonderful thing what Dada has given. He says, before associating yourself with anyone, check all the parameters, so-called. Then the best indication is some bell that rings inside and makes you really driven away towards that person. So that is the indication that there is some connectivity. Without such connectivity, you will not have this kind of feeling, because it will remain blank or absolutely zero-like. So first thing is that. So that is a very good indication that there is some connectivity, and if you marry someone with such connectivity, it is right. And once you get associated, there's only one key, master key of adjustment. And then when you live with the guidance what Dada Bhagwan has given, whatever is the firework, you will enjoy the firework, and in that you will get the insight and right understanding. And that's how that will bring stability within you and in your association also. It will become cordial. Because one thing is very clear, irrespective of what is the nature of the other person, there is living God, pure soul God, perpetual God within that person also. So if you learn to deal with heart, not by head, then you will never have any problem. So it's like, many times I give example that if you learn to live for others, others will die for you. But we are not living for others. And Dada Bhagwan has showed the way how can you live for others. And when you live for others, you will not make the other person die for you, but they will be willing to die for you. But since you are living for them, they will not die with you. They will also live with you. Right?
Thank you. Yeah.
And there is a good understanding that we get all the bouquet of roses from our partner every day, all the time. We can figure out how we can accept it, no?
Yeah, at least on the social media, you'll get a lot of roses.
So the roses would come with thorns, so, right? So.
Yes,
Yeah,
wants,
yeah.
and not only
Well,
that, that's how you actually, the path of spirituality is you learn to live by heart, not head. Head will always find flaws. Head will always bring differences, and heart is such, it will dissolve all differences and make it one. However is the situation, however is the situation. That's the beauty of heart, and that heart is there in everyone with that inner pure soul, perpetual God. So we can understand that we can change anybody, but before changing the other person, we need to change ourselves. That is the biggest master key of adjustment what Dada Bhagwan has given. And it's not, it is only like turning the switch on and it will turn on the light. Same way, making a decision, yes, I want to adjust and everything will change. But we are very adamant, we don't want to change, we want other people to change for you, which is not possible. You bend a little, they will bend more. So you don't want to bend, then they will fix you very badly, unfortunately.
Very true. I think that's where the understanding of the ego, the science of the ego comes in.
Right.
Thank you.
Deepak Anandji, there was one wonderful book which Dada used to say that everybody should read it in the beginners, like he said that I'm a beginner. So that was book called, and it was translated also, Roses, Roses All the Way. Sanatan.
Correct.
That is a wonderful book. If he goes through
That
it.
is on Sanatan Sukh.
Sanatan Sukh. Roses, Roses All the Ways. It was translated in English also.
I think we have on our website.
I don't know. Roses, Roses. Don't think it's on our website.
Let me see. Okay, go ahead.
But English translation maybe. Okay, so Kanubhai, I will give you two books. Okay. Give you Roses, Roses Without Thorn and Aptavani one. Okay. Kanubhai? Oh, he already muted. Okay. Shitalben?
Jai Satchidanand Keshavanandji. Keshavanandji, my question was about mother and son or mother and child relationship. So I find myself thinking about my son a lot. I have a 10-year-old son. So my mind is like, he takes up a lot of focus. I know husband is file number 2, but it's always the son on my mind. And, sometimes I feel like there is excessive attachment, because even when things are fine, I find myself worrying, oh, what if this happens? Especially because I grew up in India, even though I came here when I was 15 years old, but I grew up in India, and things here are very different. And sometimes that creates a lot of anxiety in me also, like what kind of friends and world he's living in and how he's growing up. But when it's excessive attachment, then I try to, if I over nag him or tell him too many things, he's like, okay, I don't, he doesn't want to hear it. He feels suffocated, like, okay, don't. So that's there. But on the other hand, I worry that, Dada Bhagwan has said mother's job is very important, more important than like the president of a country. So what's the balance? What's the right way to approach? Because especially as my son is getting older now, right? He's 10.5 years old. And it's like, how do I talk to him? How do you keep the balance and keep the open communication? And I don't know, just those are the things on my mind.
It's wonderful. It's a wonderful thing when it comes to to do the tackle with your son. It requires a lot of great understanding and very, very wide vision. See what happens. normally what happens, every mother has a something in her mind that if he will do something wrong, or it is going to affect him or wrong, if he will do like this,
Right.
all the time her mind is working on this. What Dada
Yes.
says, that you have to balance, you have to try your level best to give him good sanskar, good understanding, but you have to not enforce him anything. Whatever thing, if you enforce him, he is going to rebound it. So
Yes.
you have to keep a very balanced mind. See, Vyavasthita Shakti is taking care of everything. It is taking care of yourself as well as your son. So first of all, you should not have so much worry. He has brought with himself a great past, his future developments. He has brought with himself all the understanding. What we feel that we are giving him everything, but
Yeah.
from the past birth, he has brought everything with himself. Right from beginning, Dada had explained that how one will live in the life, how he will eat it, what he will do it. Everything is calculated from the past birth. In this birth, everything is discharged. Last birth, whatever he had charged, in this birth, for everybody, it is a discharge. You cannot just change the past charging thing for yourself as well as for your son. So what understanding you have to keep in your mind, that whatever your duty is to give him understanding, and after giving him understanding, you are not to worry, you are not to think too much. You have to entrust all the things to Dada Bhagwan. Hey Dada Bhagwan, you take care of him, give him proper understanding, because if you will do with you, it has got the relation of file number 2, and with yourself. So it has come with Runanubandh. It has got plus things, it has come minus things. So, and you have come with your son with Rag and Dvesh. If you too much Rag, too much liking, so everything he will understand. But if he has brought some Dvesh with you, so he will not hear you anything. He will rebound, he
Yeah.
will go. So we have to understand all these files are come with Rag and Dvesh. But Dada Bhagwan has made us Vitrag. Vitrag means what? Okay, whatever he does it, you have to just observe him and pray to Dada Bhagwan. Hey Dada Bhagwan, give him Shudhdh Buddhi, give him understanding, give him everything. And whatever the sanjogs are coming, you have to understand, okay, on what circumstances he rebounds. What you are saying and what are the evidences, you have to calculate it. You have to find it out. You have to make a graph that on these situations he is getting annoyed. On these situations he is getting angry. On these situations he is comfortable. In these circumstances he loves like that. You are like a great taker and caretaker. You are a great mother. He like respects you. Those are the circumstances you have to find it out. Because this young generation doesn't like that mother should tell again and again the same things. You do this, you don't do this. This generation is very developed, very developed. It has got a great understanding. So we have not to just disturb him every now and then. Just whenever you feel that I want to do something, then you do prayer for him. That will work very nicely, instead of worrying yourself, instead of coming in the tension, instead of what he will do. All Vyavasthita Shakti is doing wonderful. It has got complete nyay. Everything Vyavasthita Shakti does in a perfect manner. The Dadaji rightly said that for not a single second, this Vyavasthita Shakti has become unvyavasthit. So this Shakti is doing very nice for you and for your son. So why to worry? You have to be, instead of worrying too much, you have to, Dada says that you think for yourself. In you come in your Agnya, you come in your inner self and find it out. You remain in Shuddhatma. So those things are going to work automatically. Your purity, your appearance, your way of understanding towards Dada Bhagwan is going to affect to your son. So you have to become update within yourself. Your Paramanu, your purity should be on such a level that your presence will change in everything as per your liking. So Dada says, okay, your Vachan will develop. When you will grow in this Vignan in detail, and slowly, you will remain in the Gnan. So your appearance, your way of dealing will also become with scientifically understanding with your son. So first of all, we have to understand what is the truth of life, how this everything is working, how Dada has explained that how Vyavasthita Shakti is working, and how your son has come in your house. He has come here to take a good account or bad account. Those circumstances are coming in front of you every day. And from those points, you come to the conclusion that this is the account with my son. But your prayers, your understanding and everything, when you take everything about him in a positive manner, everything in a positive manner, why he is getting upset? He must be not getting everything in accordance to his own understanding and thinking. So he's getting annoyed. So he's trying to find it out, where from I get the happiness. So on small things, where from he finds the happiness, we tell him, don't do this. So he says, okay, my mother says like this, I will do it forcefully now.
Yeah.
So those reactions are coming. So we have to understand wherever my behavior is disturbing him.
Okay.
You have to try one type of training for 1 week or 10 days. You sit with him and do, without telling him everything, just you do your all work and you observe it, how the result is coming. Don't tell him anything and everything. He is self-sufficient. Whatever time he wants to sleep, let him sleep. Whatever time he wants to eat, let him eat. See how the things are coming. So within 10 days or 1 week's procedure of this behavior, you will come to know what the things he is liking. But once he comes with any new thing and you tell him, don't do this, don't do this, so he gets the reaction. So slowly he will observe why my mother is not telling to me anything. Then he will come slowly come to yourself. And whenever for whatever things he coming in front of you, you talk to him with so much love and so much understanding that you are all the time favoring him. All the things. And you can, if he asks the question, then give him advice. Don't give him advices again and again every day. When he requires the advice, at that time you talk to him. See the miracles. Within few days, you will find a great changes. He will come to you, Mama, what should I do like for this problem? Then you can explain to him. Then he will become slowly in your great friendship. In all the circumstances, you talk to him like a real friend. So those type of things will change in his mind. Don't become every time like a mother. Do this, do that. You have a relation with him like a great friend. And once that friendship starts, then he will share with you everything. Whatever their inner things he has, he will share with you. Then you can guide him. Then you can, when he comes with a great advice, then you give him a direction. It is going to work wonderfully if you can try for some days.
Yes, definitely. That's very good. Keshavanandji, it's like as a mother, I have these ideas about what my son should be like. And he's different, right? He's come with his own likings and dislikings. I know he's only 10 years old, but I'll give you an example. He recently has developed interest in cooking and baking, and he just loves it. And he says that's what he wants to do when he grows up. He wants to open a baking shop. And his reason is that because he loves it and it'll make other people happy to eat, so those are his two criterias. But as a mother, I feel like, no, you are smart and you have a lot of, academic talent. You should, do is that, should I encourage? I mean, as a hobby, I'm there, I help him bake, cook, everything, but I just feel that, is that the right thing to do?
You can do one thing. Whatever thing it is in your mind, it may not be in his mind, correct? So if you feel that if he will go, you can explain him once that if you go in this direction, you should have a complete list and understanding for particular thing which you are telling him, that if you go to the engineering college, you can become like a great engineer, and your salary may be so much, this thing may be so much. Whatever explanation you have for that destination, if you want to take your son to that direction, you have to once explain him. If he is okay with it, welcome. If he is not okay, then you understand that that is his destiny. He has brought all the development within himself, and he wants to become in that direction. It doesn't mean that he cannot reach to the top on that direction, wherever he is going. And whatever he has brought with himself, you can change him like anything, then also he will not change. There are many things. I will give you one example of my friend. He was a very big businessman, very big businessman. He was a multi-billionaire. So he had only one son. I will give a very good example for this reason. He had only one son. So he made all engineering parts of the machineries, gears and bearings, whatever, the very precision work he was, because he was a great engineer. So his father said, he sent him to the USA for studies and everything. His father thought, okay, my son one day he will come, and whatever the efforts I have put in and brought this factory to such a level that he has become a millionaire, and my son will take care of it, and he is going to run my whole factory. So when his son graduated from USA University, he came back to India, and he sit with his father. And now his father had become old. And he was very happy. Now my son has come, and now he is going to take care of it. So he said, Papa, actually, really speaking, I tell you, you are telling me to sit on the factory and run this. And the staff, the factory was wonderful. And we used to go there to buy the parts from that company, and whatever things we needed, the technical parts, we used to go to him, and he had become a very good friend of mine. So one day he shared with me, and he told to his father that now I have become old, beta. Now you take care of the whole industry in your hand, and you are going to see, I've kept everything ready for you. Just you have to run it. Just you have to sit in the company, because I don't know when I will go away from this earth. So now, beta, you take care of it. So he said that, Baba, actually, frankly, I tell you, I could not tell you before, but I tell you, I want to become a pilot. I don't want to become I don't want to run this industry. It is not coming in my mind. What are these technical parts and this, and my mind is not working on that. His father made him understand, Beta, you are not to do anything. You have to just earn money. I have done everything. I have done a research. I'm making all the parts, and these people are making these parts, and machineries are working. What you have to do? You have to just sit in the factory. The orders are coming every day, and you have to just distribute them, and you are getting money every day. You want to become pilot for what? You want to earn such a bigger salary? No, that is my desire. I don't do this factory. Then what his father explained him once, twice, and after that he went away. He went into his direction, and ultimately he sold the factory. He said that now my son is not working on this factory. What should I do? I have enough money. Now he was not a very old person also. He was about 60, 65 years old. So of my age only. So he said that, Keshav, now I feel my son has told me like this. So now for whom I should run the industry? If I will sell it to somebody, he will take this industry to double the stage which I have brought it. Because this product is already approved and this product is sellable in the market, the other person will do a lot of more developments. So my son could not do it. So he accepted. His son went away and he sold the factory. Now he's retired, having Atman and understanding of Dada's Bhagwan, Dada's science.
Right.
So whatever thing you think of for your son, it is not 100% sure that he's going to work in that direction. You have to just pray to Dada Bhagwan. Dada, you take him to the proper direction.
Keshavanandji, let me, in Vitrag is also one example. Let me give you one example. My friend's son, okay, he went to University of Pennsylvania. You know how much that cost, Shudhdh?
Yeah, a lot.
A lot. Guess what he's doing now? He is running a mobile lunch and dinner van.
Oh my God.
And he's very
Sorry,
happy.
I didn't understand. He's running mobile lunch and dinner. What?
Van.
Oh, van. Oh,
Moving restaurant.
wow.
And he's making good money.
Yeah.
So
This is like
I'm just telling you, what do you think his
Right.
father, I met his father and I said, that's okay, whatever it is,
Yeah.
But I'm just telling you, Universal Pen, he must have spent tons of money and now he's running away. So
Yeah.
this kind of things happen. And
Yeah.
also, once we remember, if you tell him, what's cooking, he says that all the world chefs are men. What are you going to do? How are you going to answer that?
Right.
You
Right.
should be prepared to answer that.
I know. He says, well, why do I need to go to college? I'll just go to the, cooking school, like
Culinary.
and
Yeah.
I said, no, you have to at least go to college and then you can think about the.
No, that is
So
not a
he
good
accepts.
answer. No, that's not a good answer. The good answer is
No?
why you need to go to college and study first. You should
Ah.
learn that and then give.
Yes.
Yeah,
Right.
you need to get answers from the Aptaputra before you do it. That's why we teach at 9 o'clock. We teach the children why you have to go to school. All the
Right.
time we have hammer, why it is important to go to school.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
it's really,
there's a big
yeah.
science behind all this stuff. Then if you explain to him and then say, hey, you go to do this because of this, and then you want to be a chef, power to you. And leave it at that. And
So
that's how you can talk to your son like
y-
that.
yeah. So the way we've explained it is because college gives you basic skills that you need in life to survive. Even if you're running your own
Not
business, you need to.
necessarily basic stuff. It opens up your brain, it opens your vision, and then you'll have a good vision, like the Keshavan is saying. Then you'll have good vision, what you really love, what you really like, what you really want to do. That is why you go to college. You explain that.
Okay.
You need to come to our 9 o'clock session.
Yeah, I have few wonderful examples. My own nephew, my brother, elder brother is a doctor. My sister-in-law is a dentist. So the initial years when he was small, he was all the time saying, I want to become doctor like my dad. So he was very much impressed with being a doctor and all that. And when he started growing, he saw that, hey, daddy has to go all the time because he's a cardiologist and most of the cardiac patients, they have trouble in the night time only. So many times he has to visit his patients in the night. So one day he says, I don't want to become a doctor like my dad because it disturbs my sleep. I don't want to compromise my sleep. I want to become an engineer like my kaka, my uncle. And so you don't do anything. Just let it happen. You whatever he wants, yes, we will do it. As he grows, he sees other things, his mind will change. Another example, one girl, she's very much fond of watching WWF. You won't believe she started doing some heavy exercises also when she was small, like 8 and 10 years old. I want to become WWF fighter.
Wrestler.
Everyone was really enjoying her mood, the way she was preparing herself. Within 2-3 years, she said, "Oh, no, I'm not going to do that." Oh, then what's the next thing? That's how it changes. Third example, and it's a wonderful example. One father wanted his son to do certain things. Like he wanted his son to be an engineer. He wanted to take up music school. But his daddy was very insistent. His mom was also very insistent. He said, okay, fine. He finishes chemical engineering, 5 years, and then done. Please, let me do my music now. He did his music another 4 years, and then now he's composing his own music and all that. Wow. So you don't know anybody's destiny. what we need is just guide him. So if he's saying, see, he's not all that mature enough.
No.
If he come across certain thing, then he said, no, forget it. No more baking. I had enough.
Yep.
Right?
Right.
So just
Right.
don't get panic,
Yeah.
I believe. It will be a fun. Let me tell you, you try to show him all different baking shops and all these things, what great things they do. No, don't worry. Because finally, what is his destiny, we don't know. Let it get unfolded.
True, true. No, it's true. I mean, since he's little to now, there have been many changes. He wanted to be this, that, and
Oh,
now
yeah, that's going to
this
happen.
one seems to stick, though. He's
Even-
very serious about it.
even
He's planning
Shittal,
like,
Shittal, Kanubai is another example here. Okay, but
Huh.
before that, let me tell you my example. My parents, my father never said anything about what you should do or not to do. Only thing he always remind us when the results came, why you're not number one, why you're not number one. That is the only thing he said. And our brothers are engineers, doctors, and all that stuff. You know, in the university, my final year, I was fourth in the university. I was happy going home. Guess what my father said? What happened to number one? Even at the age of 20. Okay,
Yeah.
that was the only reason we had. But this Kanubai, I'm going to talk to on behalf. You know, his son he had tough time pursuing him to finish even his IT degree. Really tough time. And then he was working part-time in Kanubai's work, you know. So he was happy. He was working 3 days and then he was happy. And Kanubai almost got the gray hair on. And then he used to talk to us. So we said, don't worry, let's pray. Now finally, he just recently got a full-time job. Even this age, 25 years.
Yeah. Right,
But
right.
Rajni Bhai, see, this Actuarian's son is saying, I want to open a baker, this thing. That is,
Yeah.
that is not just disappointing. It is quite irritating also, I believe.
Yes, come on, use your
Yeah,
brains.
Mom, don't
anytime.
faint when I do that.
Let his intelligence open. It will be really fun. Let me tell you that.
Deepakanandji,
Yes.
I gave you one very, very great example of myself and my family.
Correct.
You will be surprised. What happened when my father had 8 sons and one daughter. So there were 9 people. So my father had a very concept that I will make one of my son to doctor. That was myself. And the one of the son, I will make him an engineer. One of the son, I will make him a pilot. One of the son, I will make him a civil engineer. So when we were of the 10 years old, all the sons, we used to, whatever father used to say, yes, daddy, मैं doctor बन के दिखाऊंगा. I will become a doctor. So at that time, we did not have anything in our mind. So whatever father used to say in those days, we used to say that my father, whatever father says, it is correct. So slowly, all the boys, 9 brothers and 1 sister, father used to say, you will become engineer. Say, yes, I will become an engineer. When we passed SSC and we came in the college, everybody said to his father, नहीं मुझे ये engineer नहीं बनने का है, मुझे doctor नहीं बनने का है. I want to become a businessman. So all the 8 brothers become a commerce graduate. And all are running an industry today. So whatever we had brought with ourselves, let my father say anything, but yes, I will become a doctor. But end of the day, when the time came, everybody rebounds. No, I don't want to become a doctor. Finished. And I want to become a businessman like you, my father. And all the 8 sons become a businessman. They are running industry. So it is not in our hand. It is not in a mother's and father's hand. So we have to just understand what Vyasit he has brought with himself. Let him go through it. And the real time will come now. Whatever you will tell him, he will also go through some other direction. At present, these are the stages that rightly Deepakanandji said. After 15 years, he may say something new. So whatever you put him in his mind, it has gone waste. So why to
Yes.
waste in those moments which is not in our hand? And whatever inner thinking is going on, we don't know anything. So let's see how the nature works.
And also,
Yeah.
we have two girls, no names, in the 9 p.m. They totally lost interest in studies. They couldn't care. They failed even, And,
Mhm.
and Vikalp turned them around slowly. Now they liking it. So you don't know what happened at home, what's happening. Although her older sister, okay, go ahead. Older sister is very serious in study. But these two sisters, okay,
Yeah,
Vikalp,
one example, when I was in my 12th and all the options were open, so I was wondering what to do. It was very difficult for me to decide. But then I came across one idea or one understanding that, see, the world is like pyramid. At the bottom, the base is very big. So it's
Mm.
like there are too many people at the bottom. But as you go higher, then it becomes just a pinnacle and there's only one person. So always try to seek to go to the top, because when you are on the top, you'll be respected, you'll be seen with respect, you'll be dealt with respect. So what you do is not important, but whatever you do, have this attitude of going to the top.
Mm.
No problem. Correct?
Yeah.
So that really helped me. And then in any field, whatever I would do, my focus would be how can I do the best.
Mm.
It is not important what I do, but whatever I'm doing, I must see that how it can be done the best. And this has paid me a lot all my life.
Okay.
and that way you can go up. You defy the force of gravity. It's only but what the Vikalp is saying, automatically it's like Akram Vignan lift.
Specialists are needed in every field. So even if any field, you look for specialists. So if you become a specialist in any field, you will get the money you want, you will get the fame you want, you will get the respect you want. That's fine.
Right. No, I understand. It's just that he's very good at school and he's sincere and so I feel like, why are you not, I have that expectation, make use of it. And
it's not the right time to tell him, actually.
I know.
Just let him go.
Let
it go.
let him go through his journey. Yeah.
There is a sutra, I don't know completely, Vikalp or Keshavanandji, કે શું થશે એ કરવાથી તમારું બધું future બગડશે. I don't know, Vikalp or the
Let me see.
These are my own words I'm using, but that always has really helped me.
It's great
So
understanding.
શું થશે એ બધું બગડશે પાછળથી. So you need to learn this.
Which
Yeah.
Dada used to say, always you have to take a very positive thinking. If he is going for that direction for baking, you have to give him a strength. You have to give him a positive ways. You have got a liking, you go. But if you will do this college, it is going to help you in that direction. If you complete your school, there will be many circumstances that your study is going to help you. When you will present something, so when you have technical mind, you are good at everything. So this college will take you in that direction. It is going to give you a lot of help. You go in that direction. It is good for you. But this also you do it, and this is going to help you in the future. You will remember me. You have to just give him a positive direction.
Yeah, and just one last question. I know we're at time, but his criteria is, I want to have a comfortable life. I don't want to have a stressful life. So he wants to pick something that will help support that. But I feel like, no, you gotta, challenges are good. You gotta push yourself to be the best. So am I doing that right? Like, to encourage him to, not just look after a comfortable life, but to like
Gentlemen,
reach his most potential.
Our time
yeah.
our time is up. Huh?
Just quickly, 1 minute. Gentlemen, you know what is the situation? My nephew was always telling us that I want to work less, earn more, and have a happy life.
Yes.
So when he sees his father, his mother, and me and everyone, so he says, why these guys are struggling so much? So that is what goes on in his mind. So that's fine.
Okay.
Right? Just quickly, 1 minute. Sanjeev bhai, do you want to share something?
No, I think Deepak, we should have Sanjeev bhai come next time and share with the 3 daughters.
Yes, definitely, yes.
This is a very interesting topic,
Yeah, that's why you can take notes and you can compare.
Yeah, please come next time.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
Thanks.
Sure.
Jai Satchidanand. This is good.
Jai
Keep bringing
Satchidanand.
like this, Shital, so this becomes very good. Everybody start bringing their experiences. Oh, by the way, those 2 girls passed with, I think, 60%. The Shital.
Nice. Very
Okay.
nice. Yeah.
Keshavanandji, please, Trimantra.
Yeah.
Please recite it. Please.
Namo Vitragaya.
Namo Vitragai.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo Uvazzayanam.
Namo Uvazzayanam.
Namo Loe Savva Sahunam.
Namo Loe Savva Sahunam.
Aiso Panchana Mukkaro.
Eso Panchanamukkaro.
Savva Pavapanasano.
Savvapavappanasano.
Mangalanam cha Savvesim.
Mangalanam cha Savvesim.
Padmam Havai Mangalam.
Padamam Havai Mangalam.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevai.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivai.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai
Jai
Satchidanand.
Satchidanand.
And for the program, 7:45, we have junior forum. Then 9 p.m. we have worldwide satsang with 9 p.m. kids. So please join us for the wonderful meditation on 8th Kalam, 8th Code of Conduct. Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.